Namaste. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, and that is of vomitings in your pregnancy. If you are pregnant, or if you've ever been pregnant in your life, you've been through this experience of nausea and vomiting. Of course, there are a few exceptions. There are people who do not suffer from vomiting and do not undergo the experience of nausea, but the population is larger on this side who undergo this experience and they suffer a lot. In fact, there are people who keep on vomiting until their late pregnancy, around 28, 30, 32 weeks. Primarily, this nausea and vomiting is during the first 3 months of the pregnancy. Well, medically talking, this condition, when there's a severe nausea and there's lots and lots of episodes of vomiting, when I say lots, I mean more than 4 to 5 times, maybe 7-8 times per day, always feeling nauseating, and this can even lead to dehydration. This condition is called hyperemesis gravidarum. If it is not so severe, then in the layman terms, we call it morning sickness, like people know it. They usually have one vomiting in the daytime, or they can vomit twice, but it is confined to that. But the appetite goes down and they suddenly have very strange preferences. Like, I don't like the aroma of chapatis. I can't stand the aroma of desi ghee. There are certain fruits that they can't see. There are certain things that they have that craving and liking for, and they go wild and they just want to have that food, that the craving is so much. So this is a very bizarre kind of a situation, and it's so difficult for this woman to explain it to the husband and the other family members, because she's going through it and they don't know what's happening, why she's acting so funny, why she wants to have this particular food. Of course, the women would understand, the elderly women would understand, because they've been through the same phase, but this is the case. So what's happening medically is, we all know, or if you don't know, I'm going to share this little bit of information. Simply, this is the play of hormones, because your HCG levels have gone high. HCG is human chorionic gonadotropin hormone. Along with the estrogens, they are on a rise, because these are the two hormones which are pregnancy protective. So as a protective mechanism, your body is secreting a lot of these hormones so that it can cushion and give extra support to the child. Your baby is nourished because of these hormones, and because there's a raised level of these hormones in your body, you start having a side effect of nausea and giddiness, and sometimes if it's too much, you have vomiting. So this is just the little bit of medical part why it is happening. Now let's dive into the deeper subconscious mind causes, or the energetic causes of vomiting and nausea during the pregnancy. Now we've got to change our perspective a little bit. You've got to understand and have a little aerial view, and this is going to just drop in like this. You know, wow, okay, yes, this is the reason. The baby of yours that you've just conceived is a different soul. It's a different human being. You may or may not believe in the past lives, but certainly you will believe in past karmas. Or even if not the past karmas, you would know and understand that this particular soul is carrying certain experiences with itself, certain impressions with itself. It also carries certain karmas with itself. Now, this is the karmic lineage and the karmic story and the karmic stuff coming in with this incoming child, and here you are with your own karmas. You have these impressions in your subconscious mind, you have these imprints, belief systems, and here is this baby coming with own karmas. Now what happens? There is an interplay of two energy beings, interplay of two souls coming together. What's going to happen? We all are energy beings, and you know that in science, you must have read in school, you've studied that the energy is represented by a waveform. It's like this. It has a frequency. So suppose this is your energy, this is your wave, and this is another frequency. This is your child's wave. Now the altitude and the frequency of the wave is different. In short, the two frequencies, the two energies are different, and when they interplay with each other, then sometimes they cancel each other, sometimes they superimpose and the amplitude goes up, the intensity is high, sometimes the intensity can lower down. It all depends upon what karmas are interplaying. This is just to give you the technical background, but what's happening really in your life is whenever there is a lot of karmic interplay happening between you, when I say you means primarily the mother, also the father subconscious is very important here, and the baby subconscious, when they both are interacting, when there is a lot of deletion of karmas, lot of deletion of energies which is happening, and this deletion is the excretory product. This is deletion that I'm done, dusted, I've cancelled, and this has to be given out. Now, how this excretion happens in a body is through vomitings. So all this energy which is which gets together inside your body is accumulated, and all the calibrated energy which is no more needed, the calibration, the adjustment which is happening between the two of you, the energy system of two of you, with all the byproducts which you both have decided that you will not be using, will be excreted out in form of vomiting. This is what is happening at a very subconscious mind level. Now, the women without any vomiting will say, wow, I did not have any vomiting, so this did not happen to me. Perhaps in your case, there wasn't so much of karmic baggage after all. There wasn't so much of karmic interplay between you two souls. You probably have different agendas for this lifetime, and not too much of entanglement is there, which I congratulate you for. It's a good thing. There's less baggage. But generally, when there is an interplay of heavy karma or moderate karma between the child and the mother and the father, then you would see that these vomitings would happen. Let me know, how do you resonate with this? I'm a practicing doctor. I practice sonology and obstetrics, and I've authored a book called Awakening in Womb, and this book also talks about all these subjects and the imprints the subconscious mind carries and how they are formed. I've researched, I've seen thousands and thousands of patients in my 2 decades of practice, and I've put this principle and I've explained to them, and when I tell them this, and I also then guide them what to do, how can they best settle themselves with, there's a certain amount of calmness, settlement which just comes about. Now the mother knows what is happening in her subconscious mind. Somehow the nausea and the vomitings, they decrease. So it is out of my experience, my research of 2 decades, and I'm sharing this information with you. And if you want to know more about it, then check out the links below. Hit on the website. There's a lot of content there. Look there, the miraculous stories of what these women, the pregnant women, have experienced during their pregnancy. And there's a lot more coming. Thank you so much for listening. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you like it, give it a like, a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.